Hey guys, it's IcyNewYear, and I'm here in Better Than Wolves 4.7, and I'm going to go over some early game food options. It seems to be something people are having a lot of problems with, so we're going to talk about this. Basically, you have a lot of options for early game food. When you're just starting out, you're going to want to grab some brown mushrooms as soon as you can. Kill any animals you see around, but not all the cows and the chickens. Chickens are your best friend early. Breaking tall grass will get you hemp seeds, and you can use those hemp seeds to lure all the chickens into your base. You don't want to kill these guys right away, obviously, because you want their eggs. So I have like a double airlock thing set up here, and this is where I get my eggs from. Just drop some seeds in here. They'll eat it up. And every once in a while, I need to just go back there and check and see. I should probably get rid of these chickens. Every once in a while, I just need to go back and... How did he die? And get the eggs that they're going to drop. I have no idea how that cow died. What I have here is my cow room. You are going to want to try to save some cows. Either push them in a hole and block off the top with a torch down there. Whatever you want. And once you have a way to set up, if you can just coax some grass into your base by laying out a channel of dirt, making sure it's well lit up, you want to make sure where you're storing your cows, you have some grass they can't get to, or else they are going to eventually eat all your grass. So I like doing it this way, where I have these little cubby holes with torches down there. That just keeps the grass safe. They can't get in there and eat it. I'm not sure if any of these guys are ready for milking, but what you're going to want to do, as soon as you get the iron for it, if you're really worried about food, these are going to be your three best tools. A hoe, a bucket, and shears. The shears are going to let you, let me find some real quick, cut down tall grass. There we go. And tall grass can be used to lure the derpy-eyed sheep and the cows. So that's an easy way to lure them into your base. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it definitely helps. The bucket is going to let you milk the cows, which it will be coming to handy with some food. We'll get into those in a second. And the iron hoe is probably the most important of the three. It's going to let you get a farm started. And a hemp farm started will give you continuous source of seeds for your sheep. Yes, the sheep that eat seeds for your chickens. That way you continuously are getting their delicious, delicious eggs. I do have a small pumpkin farm that's starting up here. Pumpkins are great, really, really early game food, because if you bust them open, each of their seeds gives you half a nugget of health back. To bust open pumpkins, I normally build something like this, just some tall place in near my base I can get up to safely, or just fall off of. That works too, because you are gonna have to drop the pumpkins from a high place to get the seeds. I tend to ignore pumpkin farming after a certain point, though it is also a good way to feed your chickens. So you can just drop your pumpkins, and you can see all the exploding seeds down there. So really early game, the seeds are going to be a good emergency food source. And having a pumpkin farm, it's nice to keep the chickens fed before your hemp comes in, because it's going to grow a little bit faster than it's going to take for the hemp to mature all the way. So, we can feed our chickens. Beyond that, mushrooms are a fantastic source of food. As you're tunneling down towards your bedrock, or your strip mine, or however you want to do it, you can just toss some mushrooms on the steps. I normally like to leave at least 2 on each side and put them every other step, because they have weird restrictions. I don't remember the exact restrictions, but I normally replace the source block with something like dirt, just so I know what not to touch. And there you go, you got the mushrooms. Now, mushrooms can give half a nugget back each, which is pretty crappy. Eggs aren't going to give you a huge amount, so you want to start combining these. If you take your raw egg and combine it with a mushroom, you're going to get 2 raw mushroom omelets. That guy cooked up. Let's toss a bit of the old coal in here. The mushroom omelet, once it's cooked up, is going to give you 2 nuggets back. So, a lot better than you would have gotten out of just the egg and the mushroom separately. Plus, you get 2 of them. Now, if you don't have mushrooms yet, but you do have milk, you can take... Oop, I need that bowl. I have all the bowls. Cool. You can take the milk, the egg, and a bowl, and it gives you some raw scrambled eggs. This cooked up, I'm going to take those out of there. This cooked up is going to also give you 2 shanks back. Not as good as the cooked mushroom omelet because you get 2 of them, but still not bad if you don't have your mushroom farm set up yet. The other big one that I see ignored a lot is fishing. If you can get some cheap spider kills or whatever, fishing is a fantastic nighttime activity. It is slow. So I was lucky enough to have a pond right under my house. But fishing can provide you a really, really good source of food. If you don't have a pond right under your house, creating something like this works well. Just dig out a channel for water to come at you, light it up, and then completely barricade it off so it's just the water coming through. It can take a little bit of finessing to get this in the right spot, but you can put that bobber in a spot where it's not under the dirt and it can still bob. There we go, like that. So there we go. Oh, cool. Someone just laid an egg somewhere. So those are the sources of like your raw materials. Now the next step in food, obviously you can eat the fish directly. Oh god, all the chickens are gonna get out. Whoa! Almost had a chick explosion there. I am holding seeds. That explains it all. Sorry about that, guys. Completely forgot I was on TeamSpeak and someone popped right in. But that goes over all the basic ingredients you're gonna be able to get before you find a village. So what you can do without wheat, potatoes, and carrots. Now, once you get to the nether, it does unlock 2 more options for you. All you need is 1 bit of netherrack, pop it under your cauldron, light it on fire. And 1 mushroom, 1 milk, 2 bowls is going to give you cream of mushroom soup. This will give you 2 bowls, and you get a shank and a half for each bowl of that. I recommend not using this recipe, and instead going for the fish recipe. Because that precious milk it gets you, I'm sorry, apparently that gets you 1 bowl. Maybe that changed. If you toss raw fish, milk, and bowls, which fishing is easy. It's a little tedious and time consuming, but I think that's something that Flowerchild has mentioned he wants to look at some point. It's a fantastic nighttime activity when you're too scared to go out. So keep that in mind. Don't ignore it completely. Apparently you can do it with the cooked fish. You're going to let that fish cook up, and once it does and goes through, you're going to get pretty much the best food you're going to have pre-finding a village and getting up renewable food. You're going to get a bowl of chowder, and this bowl of chowder will restore, I believe it's 3.5 shanks. So yeah, that's a basic primer on food sources pre-villages. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will try to get to them. But I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.